Hello, back again with another Forever Winter video, and today we're just going to have a brief overview of your main base, things you might want to know before you start, or you might be playing the game and some of these tips you might not already know about. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. So this is your main base that you end up in after you complete the tutorial. If I come over to the left here, we have the quest terminal. Before I continue talking about this, I'll also let you know that you can just press escape and it will bring up a menu here which will have tabs on which you can go and click on the vendors and stuff rather than running around the base looking for them. There are a few exceptions where you do actually have to go to the terminals, but I'll show you when I get to them. So we're just going to go on to quests here. At the moment I've got 3 active. This is where they'd normally be, but what I didn't realize until about 8 hours in is there's actually a back button here and you can select quests from different factions also, which will then raise up their rep. But yeah, just don't get stuck in that menu, because when you back out of it, it just ends up back at that other, this menu here. And yeah, just make sure you come back. In the quest, you just get rewards, as you can see down over on the right here. You get water with all of them, usually. That one doesn't actually there. But most of them you get water. That one gives 2 days. So water's pretty easy to get, and some of them are just like extract from the location. Which this one is, for example. So if you pick up a bottle of water or tank of water while you're in there and do one of these quests, then you're coming up with 2 things of water. So it is very easy to get water despite what people are saying online. So you don't have to worry about water at all. I do have a video showing you how you do a quick water run straight off the bat as soon as you get into the game. You can do it at low level, just no gear, nothing. I'll put a link in the description to that, but I'll continue on with this. So when you get the water and you come back to your base, you actually have to run over here to, it also displays how much water you have here around the base. You come in here and you actually have to transfer the water into there. And now what that does, it obviously increases your time until your base decays, and then as the water goes down, people will leave and stuff like that. You do get to keep your XP and stuff though, from what I understand. But water's so easy to get, I wouldn't worry about. As you get more and more water, what happens is more vendors will come in to your facility. So before there wasn't this one, and I think this one wasn't here either. And you can also, this is one of the terminals here that you actually have to come up to and click on rather than going in the escape menu, and this is where you can buy stuff. These things seem like they're just for aesthetics, so you can buy these like a little doghouse and stuff, but this is the one that we're focusing on. I don't have enough resources to craft these yet, but I'll just show you what they are. One is just to get a guy so you can craft ammo, and one for weapon parts, so it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll just get parts on when you're out scavenging and bring them back and craft stuff, I'm guessing. But you have to save up some credits and also have 20 days of water in supply. So that's that for the water. In terms of your character themselves, I'll just come up to this escape menu. So you can go in here, you have all the different characters, and around here it tells you a bit about them, what weapons they can use and stuff like that. When you come into view character skills, you can level up by clicking on these when you earn XP, but you will be capped on the amount you can get. See, I've got out of 11,000, but we're only prestige level 3. And what happens is when you reach this max amount, if you come back out and you click, there'll be a prestige button around here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it is. You click prestige, I think it's here. And then what it'll do is it will increase the actual max cap of XP. So it's basically just another way of leveling up, but you just have to press a button every now and then. So it's just the same as leveling up, but you just an extra step in there for no reason whatsoever. And then you can just start spending more and more and get more down these trees. The different characters have different abilities, so have a play around with which ones you like and stuff. So that is the characters. While I'm here also, we'll have a look at the vendors. In terms of the vendors, they do have a reputation level, and you can get reputation from them by obviously selling things to them. The higher the reputation, the higher you unlock some of these things. So if I put it, this is what it would look like when you first start the game, and then as you level up, you get more of these and more of these. So that's how the rep works with the vendors. Also, if we come to the combat loadout now, I'll just have a quick look at the weapons as we're talking about leveling up. See, for example, here, this one's level 5, this one is leveling up. You can see with the red bars, and what that does is as the weapon levels up, it will also unlock stuff from vendors. For example, let's just show you if it's got it on here. There are attachments. Is it parts? Yes, here we go. Weapon XP too low. So you just level up your weapons and then you will be able to buy some of these. And if we just come back to the combat loadout. So this is basically your stash. This is where all of your stuff is. It's in the escape menu because I didn't know where my stash was. When I first come back from a scavenging run, I was like, where did all that stuff go that I just stashed away? It's just here in the escape menu or in the vendors menu. And while we're on here, you can actually click on a gun and then you can come down here to customize. And then it has a ton of slots here. And obviously as you get higher and higher, you get more stuff. These are things that I've just found on the battlefield as I've been going around. But this is how you customize weapons and you can save presets and stuff. So that is weapon customization. Regions up here is where you can select where you're going. This is the one that I go in a lot when I'm just collecting water, and the one that the video is about that I'll put in the description on collecting water. It's a very easy one to get stuff, and then you just progress through and they start unlocking and stuff as the game develops. Squads, this is obviously where you matchmake. I just play solo at the minute. And quests, another thing, well, I remember when you get back from a mission, they don't auto-complete, so you actually have to go back over to that terminal, or just come in this escape menu, and you can then complete your quests. In terms of so we've done the regions. Also, if you are playing solo and you want an extra person with you or whatever, what you do is you come into here and you go into recruits, and then you buy one of these, for example, or one of these. I'll just buy one of these for the sake of it. This one is just going to carry your stuff. You can use it as, it's a mule kind of thing. These ones have weapons. This one's obviously a bit more of a brute and stuff. And then when you go to the ready room, you go to the loadout here. This is where you choose your stuff. I'll do an example loadout. I like taking sort of like a shotgun and a rifle at the moment. I'll just get rid of these. You just left click to get things off and left click to put them on. So I want rifle ammo and maybe some shotgun ammo. And then you would come up to consumables and put a first aid kit. You do get a lot of them on the battlefield anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And then also in terms of rigs, you can, while I'm here, actually, I saw a lot of people wondering about these basic weapons here, because when you start, you have 2 weapons, and they're asking, like, how do I unequip them? How do I do this? You can't actually unequip them. You have to have the 2 there, but you don't have to worry about them because they're surplus, as it says here. You just get given another one for free if you die and lose it, so you don't actually have to worry about it. So that's all good, and that's the same with rigs. Like, for example, one of the vendors that you unlock here, you can actually start buying new rigs and stuff. And these rigs themselves also, you don't have to worry about losing them. They will just come back to you. The only things with the rigs that you have to worry about is the left and right slot things, because you can buy stuff to attach. So it's these attachments that get left on the battlefield and you'll have to go and get them. But the rig, the expensive part itself, actually does come back with you. So I'll just go to the combat loadout again. And as you can see, you start with the standard one. Then you get this one, standard gun runner one as well. This is one that I bought. But I actually quite like this one a lot because it has like these weapon slots on the side and stuff. So I'm using that one, and that is just a free one that you get, and it's great, nice handy one to have. And you can add sort of extra. If I show you what I mean by adding the parts and stuff, if I go to this here, you can actually choose like what goes on the left side. So this is going to increase the capacity and stuff like that, and you can add for example, reinforced bottom there, which will deflect bullets and stuff like that. That increases the capacity a lot there. See how that's shot up? And again, you can just save these presets and stuff. And I'm guessing you'll gather more and more parts and stuff as you progress through your rig. So that is it for the basic overview. And that is probably all you'll need to know for now. You just jump out into the map. The main game loop is you go out there, loot as much as you can, complete different quests that you pick up from that quest board, and just head back and sell stuff, craft things, and level up your characters and try and get more better and better rigs. And so that is it for this one. Do like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help me out a lot. Thankful a lot for that. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.